God's chosen ones, I beg you, listen before the final hour strikes. God's chosen one, listen to me. The hourglass of eternity is running low. Can you feel it? That weight pressing in your chest. Your heartbeat racing every passing second, whispering for you to pause, to stop, and to listen. Tonight, when the clock strikes 3 a.m., a faint light will slip through the darkness. Silence will fill the air, and heaven itself will be whispering your name. Every breath, every beat of your heart is a reminder that the appointed hour draws near. Tonight, everything can change if you truly listen. Open your heart. Let your soul receive this call, because this is not just any moment. This is the moment destiny brushes against you, God's chosen one. Can you hear it tonight when the darkness covers everything and the silence becomes so deep you can hear your own heartbeat? That is when you realize something essential. You are not alone. The space around you is charged with the sacred. Each echoing bell, each trembling note moves through your soul, reminding you that heaven is watching every step, every breath you take. You are weary, aren't you? You have endured long, sleepless nights, moments of loneliness so deep it felt as though the whole world had forgotten you. You have longed for a sign, a confirmation that you are still called, that every sacrifice, every tear, every lonely hour has not been in vain. God's chosen one, the Lord, has heard you. By hearing these words, He has already sent you a sign. Perhaps you missed it amid the noise of life, but tonight you cannot ignore it. Feel your heartbeat, feel each breath. You are standing on the threshold of a destined moment, a place where unseen things are about to be revealed, where the path before you will be lit by a light only the chosen can see. Do you feel it? That shiver along your spine, as though the whole universe is whispering your name, as though every star in the sky is waiting for you to step forward. This is not an ordinary warning. This is a direct call to your soul, a reminder that you have been chosen, that you are standing where miracles and trials converge. God's chosen one. Tonight, as you listen, open your heart wide. Be ready to receive the message heaven is sending. This is the moment when every doubt, every fear is laid down. This is the moment when you will realize your mission, that you have not been abandoned, that you are at the center of God's sacred plan. And when you feel this truth, remember tonight everything changes. Not tomorrow, not next week, but tonight. Because the destined moment has already begun, and you, God's chosen one, are the one being called to listen to, step forward and to shine. Part 1. Awakening God's chosen one. Tonight, as you sit in the stillness of your room, the hourglass almost empty, do you hear the whisper, moving through the air, not the noise of the world around you, but a sound from a sacred place, a place where time no longer holds power over you. You feel the weight, don't you? The weight of passing years of dreams left undone, of every moment you thought you had missed. But God is different. He is whispering your name, reminding you that this moment is not an ending, but the beginning of an awakening. You feel your heart pounding harder in your chest, not from fear, but because something deep within your soul is stirring to life. For so long you've learned how to bear loneliness, how to swallow your sighs in the night, how to smile before others while a storm rages inside. And now God's chosen one, the Lord, wants you to see that every lonely hour, every sleepless night has been part of the test He placed before you. This is the moment your soul must awaken, must listen, and recognize the power already placed within you. As you sit there, you notice the dim glow from your lamp casting light into the dark corners of the room, as though the universe itself is reflecting your mood. Light and shadow coexist, just like the trials and blessings interwoven throughout your life. You can sense it, that nothing has been random, that every drop of sweat, every tear, every anxious minute has been recorded on heaven's eternal scroll. God's chosen one. You've asked yourself, why is everything so hard? Why do doors keep closing? Why does time seem to turn its back on me? Right now you're standing on the edge of an answer. The trial is not here to destroy you. It's here to awaken you. Every ache, every disappointment has been training you, preparing you for the moment you will step out of the shadows and shine as God intended. You feel the air heavy around you, as though every breath you take is moving with the breath of the universe. And then in that stillness, a whisper rises, not from anyone else, but from God Himself. My child, do not be afraid. Time is no longer your enemy. Awaken now and see the plan I have set for you. You catch your breath at those words because they are both gentle and powerful, as though every worry, every doubt is lifted in a single moment. You realize that the hourglass running low is not meant to threaten you, but to wake you. Each falling grain of sand is a reminder that your moment is near. The trial stands before you, but you are not alone. God is beside you, guiding every step, reminding every heartbeat that you are the one He has chosen, that you hold the power to pass through the darkness and step into the light. Sitting there in the quiet room, God's chosen one, you begin to see something profound. The wandering years, the sleepless nights, the dreams you thought forgotten have all been leading you to this moment of awakening. It is the moment you feel the whisper of God in every breath, in every heartbeat. And as you open your heart to listen, you will discover that the power, the guidance, and the light you have been searching for have always been here within you. God's chosen one. Take a deep breath, feel each inhale, and let the whisper of God touch your soul. This moment is not the end. It is the awakening. It is the time you begin to realize you were truly chosen, that every trial you've endured has been the stepping stone toward the power God has prepared for you. Part 2. The burden God's chosen one. As a new day begins, you step out from the stillness of your room, yet the feeling of loneliness clings to you like a shadow that will not leave. People around you go on with their lives. They look at you with eyes that don't understand, or even with suspicion. They don't see the nights you've stayed awake, the silent tears that have fallen, the quiet prayers you've sent up to heaven. You've tried to explain, but this world has never truly listened to the heart of a chosen one. You feel the rejection in every glance, in every word. Family members tell you to just be normal. Friends drift away when you speak about your calling. Even in sacred places, you've learned to be silent because your passion makes others uneasy. And in that moment, God's chosen one, the weight on your shoulders feels almost unbearable. But pause for a moment, take a deep breath and listen. Because right within that pain, you will find an important truth. Every trial, every rejection is not punishment. It is preparation. It is the way God refines you, shaping you like a sharpened sword. Every wound, every criticism, every doubtful glance is strengthening your spirit, forming you into the strongest version of yourself. You remember the times you've stood alone in your room, looking out the window, feeling like no one understands you. But even then, God was there, watching over you, whispering into your heart, "My child, I see you. You are not alone, and every step is guided." And in that breathless moment, you begin to realize that the burden you carry is both a trial and a gift. It teaches you patience. It teaches you to trust His plan. It teaches you that true light shines from within, not from the approval of others. God's chosen one. You've asked yourself why sometimes everything feels so hard. Why, when you give your whole heart, do you meet only silence? This is the moment you begin to understand that silence is not abandonment. It is the space God has created for you to hear His voice more clearly, to learn to trust yourself and the plan He has already set. Picture the moments when you felt isolated, no one understanding, no one standing beside you. But in those very moments, you are being trained, prepared for a mission so great, only a chosen one could fulfill it. Every pain carries a lesson. Every disappointment is a stepping stone toward the power you've never dared to imagine. Do you feel the air around you? The everyday sounds, the footsteps, the hum of cars, the ticking of the clock. All of them seem to remind you of life's rhythm. Yet deep within your soul, you know there is another rhythm, the rhythm of heaven. It calls you, it stirs you, it tells you that every hardship is being transformed into strength. God's chosen one. As you look back on the days behind you, look with new eyes. Every rejection, every misunderstanding, every tear has not been a sign of failure. They are proof of your preparation, proof that you are walking a path only the chosen can walk. And when you realize this, the burden becomes lighter, no longer a crushing weight, but a precious gift, shaping you, readying you for what lies ahead. And in that still moment, take a deep breath. God's chosen one. Let your heart feel this truth. You are not enduring alone. You are being trained. You are being guided. And every moment of loneliness is part of the great plan God has prepared just for you. This is the moment you begin to understand that the burden you carry is a trial, but it is also a gift, awakening the strength, the faith, and the inner power that only a chosen one can hold. Part 3. Divine Confirmation, God's Chosen One. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath and feel the soft light streaming through the darkness around you. Not the light from your room, not the light of this world, but a light from a sacred place where time and space become one. Do you feel it? Each beam of light seems to draw the path meant just for you. Each small ray weaves into your soul, reminding you that you are not just an ordinary person. You are the chosen one. In this very moment, you may feel your heart beating faster, your breath quickening, but do not be afraid. This is the rhythm of power flowing through you, the rhythm of heaven's affirmation. God's chosen one. You've asked yourself before if you were truly chosen. You've doubted yourself, wondered if all the sacrifices, the tears, and the longing had meaning. And here right now, the answer rings out clearly. You are chosen. Imagine a supernatural space where golden light seeps through every crack of the darkness. In that light, you see your own image, not the tired, lonely version who has walked through pain, but the strong, radiant, protected version of yourself. This is how God sees you, not through your failures or doubts, but through the qualities you are forming: patience, faith, and spiritual strength. God's chosen one. As you feel this, you realize that every past trial was never meant to stop you. It was God's way of refining you. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of loneliness has been a lesson to help you grow, to help you understand the true value of your mission. And in this very moment, as the light touches your soul, hope rises. It's not a vague hope, but a certain one. You are chosen, you are seen, and you have the right to walk forward in the confidence that you are never alone. Can you feel the air around you? It is quiet yet filled with sacred energy. The sound you hear is not of this world, but the whisper of God, reminding you that every lonely night, every drop of sweat and tear has not been in vain. They are proof that you are being prepared to receive the power and the light only a chosen one can hold. Let that light touch every cell of your body, every hidden corner of your heart. God's chosen one. You are experiencing the moment of confirmation that you are unique, that your mission matters, that no one else can take your place. All the doubts and feelings of isolation are now replaced by affirmation and hope. This is the moment you understand that you are the one chosen to step into God's power. As the light continues to pierce the darkness, you feel a gentle yet unshakable strength spreading through your soul. The power of recognition, the power of faith in yourself, and the power of the mission God has already set. You sense that every step you've taken has led you here. Every pain, every burden, every doubt has been a foundation for you to step into the light. God's chosen one, open your eyes now. Look around you, but also look deeply within. You are the chosen one. You are seen. You no longer doubt. Hope rises like a flame, lighting your whole soul, reminding you that everything you've endured has been part of a sacred plan, and now you are ready to move forward. Remember this moment, for this is the instant you are confirmed that you are not only chosen, but also empowered, guided, and filled with light to complete your mission. And as you step out from this moment, God's chosen one, you will walk with confidence, with faith, and with power, knowing you are loved, protected, and most of all, recognized by God as His chosen one. Part 4, the reversal, God's chosen one. Imagine before you a great hourglass shattering. Each grain of sand that had been falling stops. Time itself halts, and a deep stillness spreads. This is not the end. It is the sign of a new beginning. God is placing His hand on the flow of your time, turning it over, recreating every opportunity, every dream, and every power you thought was lost. Do you feel it? That surge in your chest, your heartbeat syncing with the rhythm of the universe, as though all the energy within you is rising. God's chosen one. You once believed time had turned its back on you, that the passing years were proof of lost chances, that your great dreams had become only memories. But God speaks differently. He tells you time no longer has power over you. Everything you once missed, every limit you once felt, now it is all being reversed. Take a deep breath, God's chosen one. Feel the energy filling your body. This is the power God gives, the power of rebirth and restoration. You will see dreams you thought had died come alive again. Abilities you once doubted will appear clear before you. Everything that seemed too late, too old, or gone is now being recreated in God's light. In your mind, the image of the broken hourglass stands for every chain of time, every failure, every mistake, every missed chance. But as God reverses this flow, you feel a profound release. You are allowed to step out of the past, out of the shadow of doubt, and see yourself renewed, empowered to fulfill the mission only a chosen one can complete. God's chosen one. You once wondered if you would ever have another chance. Now the answer echoes back. Those chances were never gone. They were waiting for you to recognize the power within. You feel a new strength rising in your heart, the strength of faith, of endurance, of a sacred mission that time cannot destroy. Look deep into your soul where God's light shines. Every grain of sand in the hourglass represents a moment of your life. And as God reverses the flow, each moment is restored, becoming the foundation for the power and light now awakening in you. No more too late, no more lost. Only new opportunities, new challenges designed to reveal your strength. Feel the air around you, God's chosen one. It is heavy, yet filled with power. Every doubt begins to fade, replaced with hope, strength, and belief in yourself. You will realize that everything once called failure, once called mistake, has become a stepping stone for you to rise, to step into the light God has prepared all along. God's chosen one. Place your hand over your heart and feel the rising rhythm. Each heartbeat is a reminder that you have been renewed, that you are entering a season of power. You are no longer limited by time or by the doubts of others. All the strength, all the power, all the ability you've longed for is now being opened to you. And in this moment, you will feel a subtle but deep shift, fear giving way to hope, doubt giving way to power, loneliness giving way to a sacred connection with God. You will sense that now everything is ready for you to move forward, no longer hindered, no longer limited. God's chosen one. Remember this moment. Feel it in every cell of your being. This is the moment God reverses the flow of your time, giving you power, light, and opportunity to step into the mission you were born to fulfill. Step forward with faith, with hope, and with the strength only a chosen one can hold. Part 5. Warning of darkness. God's chosen one. The light around you is fading. Darkness creeps through every gap, pressing closer, stalking. Do you feel it? Not the physical darkness, but the darkness of the spirit. The darkness of forces seeking to stop you, to deceive you, to make you doubt yourself, to make you forget the mission God has entrusted to you. Pause for a moment and listen. You may feel a chill crawling along your spine, a shiver as you realize you are not facing ordinary challenges. This is a spiritual battle, God's chosen one, and you are the target. Fears, doubts, harsh words from the world, all are tools the darkness uses to make you hesitate. But remember, the darkness is not absolute. It exists only to make you recognize the light within yourself. God's chosen one. Feel your heartbeat. Each beat is the rhythm of power, of the spiritual strength you have been given. The darkness may press near, but it cannot break you. It cannot steal your faith nor erase the light God has planted in your heart. Imagine the dimming light around you, yet deep within your soul, a flame rises. This is the power God placed in you. The challenges ahead, the encroaching darkness, are all a test of this fire. God's chosen one. You feel anxious, don't you? But that is necessary. It awakens the sacred survival instinct within you, preparing your spirit, helping you stay alert. In this moment, look ahead. You are not walking alone. Though the darkness stalks you, are guided and protected. God stands beside you, guiding every step, whispering, "My child, do not fear." This is the time for you to realize your own power. Your throat may tighten at these words, yet you feel the rising strength and your spiritual preparation begins. God's chosen one. Sense the scene around you. The darkness like fierce waves threatening to engulf all, yet you are the rock in the sea. You cannot be drowned, for God's power is with you. Whenever the darkness attacks, the light within you shines brighter. And you know that this is not just your battle. It is the battle every chosen one must face, to become strong, to become a guiding light for others. Do you feel the tension? Your heart races, your breath quickens, all signals of urgency. God's chosen one. You stand at the threshold of a great challenge, but the crucial truth is this: the darkness is a sign that you are about to enter a new phase of power, a phase where the chosen will be confirmed. Let the inner light rise, God's chosen one. Every moment you recognize the darkness, every time you choose to stand firm, is a victory. This is not luck. It is the result of your readiness to move forward with faith and power. Every heartbeat, every breath is proof of the inner strength the darkness cannot destroy. God's chosen one. Prepare. Stand firm. The darkness presses close, but you are armed with divine light and power. The anxiety, the shiver, the urgency, all serve as reminders that you are living in a pivotal moment. And when you overcome this darkness, you will realize that the strength, the light, and the power you possess will shine clearer than ever before. Remember this moment. Feel it in every cell of your being. This is the time of your testing, but it is also the time of your rising stronger, more powerful, and ready to step into the mission only a God's chosen one can fulfill. Part 6. Holy incubation, God's chosen one. Close your eyes once more and feel the stillness surrounding you. Not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of protection, of shelter. Like a child nurtured in the womb, safe, warm, untouchable by any danger. You are in the sacred embrace of God, where every pain, every fatigue, every pressure can be set aside, giving your soul time to heal, time to restore, and time to prepare for the great missions ahead. In this moment, you will feel each breath slow, deepen, become more profound. Every inhale, every exhale is healing, a renewal of the power within you. God's chosen one. You have endured too many losses, too many lonely nights, too many times feeling lost in the world. But tonight you are invited to rest, to place your trust in God's plan, and to experience the comfort He has reserved especially for the chosen. Imagine yourself lying in a sacred sanctuary where gentle light filters through the air and the chaos outside cannot penetrate. Your heartbeat aligns with the pulse of the universe, every breath a whisper from heaven, God's chosen one. In this quiet, you will see that what you once regarded as delays, as setbacks, as failures, were all part of the training process. This is the stage where God is preparing you, sheltering you, healing every spiritual wound you may not yet have noticed. Do you feel the atmosphere around you? This stillness is neither dull nor empty. It carries power, peace, and hope. God's chosen one. Every moment you allow yourself to immerse in this silence, you connect more deeply with God, receiving healing energy and strength from Him. This is the moment when every fatigue transforms into strength, every doubt into faith, and every loneliness into an undeniable sacred presence. Look within yourself. Feel your heart beating. Feel your soul rising. God's chosen one. Every pressure, every worry, every past pain is not failure. They are the building blocks of your power. God is placing you in this sacred womb where every cell, every breath, every heartbeat is healed and prepared for the mission that only a chosen one can fulfill. Imagine curling up within a safe shell where no one can harm you, God's chosen one. This protection is not temporary, it is sacred. Here you learn to rest without guilt. Here you learn to trust God's guidance. And here you understand that all the challenges outside are but a veil while you stand in the light of preparation. In this quiet moment you will hear God's whisper, gentle but certain, "My child, rest. Let me heal you." Everything you have endured has meaning. Every suffering is being transformed. I am preparing you for greatness. Your throat may tighten a little, God's chosen one, but this is the moment of healing, the moment your soul feels comfort and restoration. Allow yourself to sink into this sacred incubation, God's chosen one, and feel each moment of healing. You are being renewed, strengthened, and prepared to emerge from this stillness with greater power, faith, and light than ever before. This is the stage where you realize that silence is not loss but opportunity. Opportunity to rise, to heal, and to be ready for the sacred missions that lie ahead. Part 7. Biblical Examples, God's Chosen One. Let your soul turn to the great stories recorded in the Bible. Consider Noah, entrusted by God to build the ark in a barren land, while everyone around him laughed, mocked, and doubted. Noah did not waver, he did not give up. He persevered step by step, following God's guidance. Do you see God's chosen one? How this mirrors what you are going through when others do not understand you, when you are isolated or doubted. That is when God is refining you, preparing you for a great mission. Remember Moses, called at the age of 80 to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. So many years of loneliness, misunderstanding, and personal trials. Yet in those years he was trained, learning to hear God's voice, preparing for the power to lead a people. God's chosen one. You are in such years yourself. Your patience, your waiting, every pain you endure, all are preparing you to step into the power and light God has ordained. And Sarah, who waited decades for a miracle. When age seemed to surpass possibility, God intervened and gave her the son she thought she could never have. God's chosen one. Do you see this? Even when you think time has passed, even when opportunities seem lost, God still has the power to reverse everything. Every delay, every disappointment is part of the divine plan you have not yet fully seen. Consider David the shepherd boy, overlooked by family and others, yet chosen by God to be king. He endured hardship, exile, misunderstanding, and betrayal. But these trials shaped him into a strong leader worthy of his mission. God's chosen one. You are the same. Every challenge, every lonely moment, every time you feel abandoned is shaping you, building the strength and wisdom you will need for your mission. Visualize these scenes in your mind. Noah with the ark in the dry desert, Moses standing before the Red Sea, Sarah holding her son in her arms, David facing challenges yet standing strong. God's chosen one. You are walking a similar path. Every step, every pain, every moment of being misunderstood is proof that you are being prepared. You are not abandoned. You are guided. As you feel the resilience and power in these stories, let your heart rise with hope. Let your soul understand that every pain, every trial, every lonely moment has meaning. You are walking the path of the chosen one, the path of those selected to accomplish greatness, whose every step and experience is refined by God. God's chosen one. Remember, you are no different from Noah, Moses, Sarah, or David. You are called, you are prepared, and you will step into the light with the power and mission only a chosen one can fulfill. Every trial you endure is a stepping stone, and when your moment comes, all the training, all the pain, all the solitude will become your strength, your light, and proof of your power. In this moment, take a deep breath and feel it. God's chosen one. You are standing on the shoulders of great examples, guided by God, ready to step into the light you were born to shine. Let the encouragement from these biblical stories flow through you, strengthen your faith, and prepare you for the power you have yet to fully see. Part 8. You are the light, God's chosen one. Look deep into your soul and feel the battle taking place. This is not a battle on the outside, not a fight with the material world, but a spiritual struggle, a place where darkness and light clash fiercely within every soul. Do you feel it? Every doubt, every fear, every criticism or prejudice from others. All are forces trying to dim your light. But remember, God's chosen one. You are not merely the one who endures. You are the one who overcomes. The light within you is your weapon, your power, your mission, something only you possess. Every time the darkness draws near, you have the right to rise, to use that light, to pierce through, to illuminate the path you must walk. You are the lamp in the storm, the lighthouse in the night sea, guiding yourself and others to safety. Imagine yourself standing in the middle of this inner battlefield, darkness thick all around, yet inside you a blazing light bursts forth. God's chosen one. You no longer doubt or fear. The power within you is awakening like a sacred flame, strong and unquenchable. Every heartbeat is a pulse of power. Every breath is confirmation that you are being prepared to step into your mission. Do you feel it yet? When you realize your light is not for you alone, but to guide, to lead those lost in the darkness. God's chosen one. Your confidence does not come from yourself, but from God, from being chosen, empowered, and entrusted with a special mission. And when you embrace this truth, your body, soul, and mind align as one, ready to move, ready to stand, ready to face the darkness with holy light. Think back to the moments you felt pressured when everything seemed against you. God's chosen one. It was in those very moments you were being trained, discovering the power inside you. You are no longer invisible. You are no longer the abandoned soul. You are the light, the weapon, the living proof of God's power. Do you feel the air around you? Even when darkness presses in, the light within you does not fade. It grows stronger, clearer, and illuminates the path ahead. God's chosen one. Every step you take, every choice to hold on to faith, every moment you wield your inner power, you are reinforcing your mission. You are a warrior of light, unshaken, unyielding. Let this power seep into every cell, God's chosen one. Feel it flow through your heart, your mind, your soul. This is not a strength you created. It is a strength from God, from being chosen, from being seen, from being entrusted with a mission. You are not just light. You are guiding light, radiant energy, living proof of divine power in a world of shadows. God's chosen one. Remember this moment. You have recognized your light. You have recognized your weapon, and you are ready. Ready to step onto the spiritual battlefield. Ready to shine. Ready to prove that God has placed power, mission, and light directly into your hands. No one can take it from you. No one can extinguish the flame you carry. Take a deep breath, God's chosen one. Feel the power flowing out, the faith rising, the mission waiting to be fulfilled. You are the light. You are the warrior. And you are the chosen one. Your light will never go out. Part 9. The final test. God's chosen one. The day of destiny has arrived. Look up at the sky. A solar eclipse is dimming the sunlight, extending the shadows longer than usual, leaving the world in confusion. But you know the special truth, don't you? The spiritual storm is coming, not to destroy you, but to test your faith, to confirm that you are truly the chosen one. Do you feel your heart racing, yet anxiety creeps in, darkness presses near, and the everyday sounds around you seem distant, resonating like a warning bell? God's chosen one. This is the moment when every choice matters. Every thought, every decision influences how you will move through the trial. You must choose faith. You must anchor yourself in God. You must not let the darkness outside or the doubts within control you. Imagine the spiritual storm sweeping through your soul, shaking everything, tempting you to give up. But God's chosen one, you are not allowed to fear. Whenever you feel yourself trembling close, your eyes take a deep breath and feel God's presence beside you. He whispers, "My child, do not fear. I am here." Stand firm and keep the light in your heart. Your throat may tighten at these words, yet you know this is the power to overcome the challenge. In this moment of eclipse, as sunlight is obscured and shadows stretch far, you will feel powerful waves within your spirit. Doubts, negative thoughts, pressures from the world around you. All of these will test your heart. God's chosen one. This is the climactic moment, the moment you must prove your faith. Every breath, every action, every prayer holds sacred meaning. Do you feel it? Every sense is heightened, every emotion intensified. Anxiety, fear, yet simultaneously determination and rising faith. God's chosen one. The darkness cannot penetrate if you remain anchored in God. Whenever doubt arises, look deep into your heart and feel the light within. It is your weapon, your power, your safeguard for spiritual safety. Imagine the scene. The storm rages, the light fades, yet you stand firm like a mountain. The light from your soul shines around, piercing the darkness. God's chosen one. You are the guiding light proof of the divine power God has placed within you. Every step you take in this moment is a victory. Every choice to remain steadfast strengthens your mission. Others may flee, may panic, but you, God's chosen one, you have been prepared. Every trial, every lonely moment, every tear you have endured is a stepping stone to carry you through this day of destiny. You know that if you anchor yourself in God, if you hold fast to faith, you will not only survive, but shine brighter than ever before. In this climactic moment, take a deep breath, draw in divine energy, and feel the power within. God's chosen one. The anxiety, the urgency, the sense of danger are all part of the trial. When you overcome it, you will see that every shadow, every fear, every pressure is merely proof of the strength and light you possess. Remember this moment, God's chosen one. This is the final test. The moment your faith is proven, the moment your power is confirmed, the moment your light shines brighter than ever. You will walk through the storm, through the darkness, and step into the mission only a chosen one can complete, with the faith, power, and light God has placed within you. Part 10, Revelation and Promise, God's Chosen One. Look up, open your heart, and feel the golden light pouring down from heaven. The space around you glows, still yet filled with power. This is the moment when every trial, every pressure, every fear you have endured converges and is transformed. God's chosen one. You are standing before the sacred promise God has reserved for you. Do you feel your heartbeat? Each beat is a reminder that you are no longer alone, that your power, your light, and your mission are being confirmed. God whispers, my child, everything you once doubted, every dream you thought was lost, I am restoring to you. I am reversing what has been blocked and recreating the power I placed in you. A lump rises in your throat, God's chosen one. But in that lump is hope, comfort, and the sense that you are being prepared to step into a new season of power and light. Imagine the golden light spreading through your entire being, touching every cell, every hidden corner of your heart. Every past pain, every sleepless night, every tear and moment of loneliness, all of it is now becoming energy, becoming strength for you. God's chosen one. You are being restored, body and soul, prepared for the mission only a chosen one can fulfill. In this moment, you will see all the surrounding darkness dissolve, making way for heaven's light. God's chosen one. Your personal power is being restored. Every dream, every gift, every desire that has been covered is now being revealed. You are no longer bound by time or doubt. You move forward with strength, light, and complete faith. Do you feel it? Every challenge you've faced had a purpose. Every delay, every loneliness, every rejection, all were part of the divine plan, shaping you, helping you recognize your own power. God's chosen one. You have been tested, you have been refined, and now you are receiving the reward, light, power, and full restoration. Look deep within yourself. Feel each heartbeat, each breath, and hear God's whisper, my child, I have never left you. Every trial was to lead you into power, to help you shine, and to complete the mission only you can fulfill. Your light will shine. Your faith will guide. Your power will change the world. God's chosen one. In this sacred moment, you feel comforted, reassured, and filled with hope. Every hardship, every lonely night, every anxious thought is now proof that you have been chosen, that you are central to God's plan. The golden light shines, spreads, and confirms that you are stepping into a season of restoration and unprecedented power. Take a deep breath, God's chosen one, and feel the change. All doubt fades. All fear gives way to hope. Your heart opens to receive divine power. This is the moment you step forward, not with fear, not with doubt, but with full faith that you are the chosen one, seen, protected, and entrusted with a mission only you can complete. God's chosen one. Remember this moment. Let the sacred golden light shine on every shadow in your soul, so you may step out with faith, hope, and power. You have been restored. You have been entrusted with a mission, and you will shine brighter than ever, just as God intended. God's chosen one. Pause for a moment and feel the space around you. The light spreads gentle yet full of power, covering every shadow within you. This is the moment you realize that every trial, every pain, every tear, every lonely night has led you here. You are no longer alone. You no longer doubt. You are no longer abandoned. Hear this clearly. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. God's chosen one. You have been seen, you have been prepared, and every mission God has placed in your hands is waiting to be fulfilled. Every step, every decision, every moment you hold fast to faith is proof of the power and the light within you. In this sacred moment, take a deep breath, let your soul merge with the light, and let hope spread through every cell. God's chosen one. Every doubt, every worry, every past pressure is now released. You feel God's comfort, peace, and spiritual restoration. Everything you have gone through has been a stepping stone for you to shine, to fully live in the power you've been given. Engrave this message into your heart. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. This is not empty talk, but God's affirmation from the light within your soul, and from the mission only a chosen one can fulfill. And now let your actions prove your faith. If this prophecy touches your heart, leave an amen in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next sacred message. Share this video with another chosen one so they too may feel they are not forgotten, that they are chosen, that they too are walking the path of power and light. God's chosen one. Step out now with faith, with hope, and with restored power. Your inner light will pierce every darkness. Your faith will guide those who are lost, and your mission will prove that God has never forgotten you. Remember, you are chosen, you are not forgotten. And from this moment on, your steps will be the living testimony of the sacred promise God has given you.